I'm challenging all of our listeners to leave a comment somewhere, anywhere, to let us know that they actually listen.
Even if it's negative and hateful.
I love negative and hateful comments because then we can read them on the air.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm going through the rest of 2021, and if we don't get feedback, I threaten this every other week, I know, but I need some feedback from someone other than my relatives.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't
Okay.
you think?
Well, that's a month. I mean, that's
We got like 3-4 episodes left. I had an idea that I pitched to Tim the week you were gone that we should do a recap. Like a best of 2021
Our favorites.
episode. Because
favorite stories?
Because a lot of times we use like references to old stories, and unless people actually listen to every episode,
which they should.
Right.
Unless people listen to every episode, they have no idea what it burnt means.
Right.
Yep.
You know? And we used it burnt almost every episode.
Yeah.
And here's another one.
Yeah. So unless you know what it burnt means, you don't get it. So we got to go back and recap one of these weeks. So maybe I'll put that together for like
End of the year special.
like something when we don't want to mess around at Christmas or something like that.
Yeah.
See how the holidays shake out. Anyway, yesterday, coincidentally, we got 6 inches of snow. Depending on who you are, we got between 6 and 9 inches of snow. In northern Wisconsin here. Depending on how you measure. But yesterday happened to be Snowplow Driver Appreciation Day in Wisconsin.
Wow, wonderful.
So on a day that they were being appreciated, they had to go out and plow all night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of fitting. And I think that's a nice day. Those guys work crap hours.
Yeah.
Crap shifts.
And you got to think about it. It's like they are doing a job that nobody really much appreciates. You have an expectation of your roads to be plowed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people take that for granted.
Well, I made a game out of National Snowplow Appreciation Day.
I am curious to see how that's possible.
Oh, okay. Well, I have 10 appreciation days here listed. That are all coming up in the next few months.
Oh, man, I feel like
only
this...
used the next few months, and you have to tell me if these are a real or a fake.
I think this is going to be hard because there are so many garbage appreciation days.
Oh, yes, there are.
Yeah. I would literally a garbage appreciation day is probably one.
Yeah, I would have guessed that Snowplow Driver Appreciation Day was a joke until we started talking about it.
Oh,
I would have guessed,
real.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
The very first one. And I'm going in chronological order here.
All right.
December 21st, coming up here in the next month or so, is National Flashlight Day. National Flashlight Day is December 21st.
Yes.
I have to think that's a no. I just want it to be a no.
Absolutely, because I think, isn't that that's the shortest day of the year, which would require you to use your flashlight.
Look at you. It is National Flashlight Day.
So stupid.
January 18th is International Winnie the Pooh Day.
Oh, I have a contact I could ask.
Can we
call her out?
That's why I thought this was fitting. Is that real or is that fake?
Which day?
January 18th.
I feel like there's got to be one.
I feel like the date's wrong because Winnie the Pooh would be hibernating, so no.
Oh, I like your logic there, but I'll say yes, it is.
Andy is 2-0.
All right.
Wow.
Andy
I had
is
good
2-0.
logic there,
You did
though.
have good logic, yep.
That's bull.
Just a few days later.
pissed.
Just a few days later, on January 21st, it's International Sweatpants Day.
Every day should be International Sweatpants
I'm gonna
Day.
say
It
no.
is for some
I'm gonna
of
say
you.
no again because we're just due for a no.
International Sweatpants Day, January 21st. International Sweatpants Day.
can't give it away.
It means everywhere is wearing sweatpants.
I want it to be so bad, but I'm going to say no.
It is International Sweatpants Day on
God.
January
0 for 3.
21st.
Yeah, I got to celebrate that.
Just a few days later.
Okay.
Just a few days later, you're laying around in your sweatpants, and
Yep.
you can just look at your beer can
Uh-huh.
and know it's Beer Can Appreciation Day on January 24th. January 24th is Beer Can Appreciation Day.
No,
You
January
go first.
24th.
I don't even know what to think about
No,
these
I'm
anymore.
going to say no.
I've said no every time and I've been wrong, so I'm gonna say no again.
Well, you'd be wrong because it is Beer Can
No way.
Appreciation Day on
0 for 4.
January 24th, 2022.
Why that day?
I don't know. And there was links to these. I should have taken the backstory.
What is there to appreciate about your beer can?
I don't know, but you should.
Beer Appreciation Day makes sense.
We're gonna
but not
we're gonna
can.
scoot forward a few weeks now.
Okay.
A few weeks later, after you're sitting in your sweatpants appreciating your beer cans.
Yep.
February 11th is Eat Meals with Your Hands Day.
Like Sandwich?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. It's Eat Meals with Your Hands Day, February 11th.
I bet it's somebody from the plastic conservative. Don't waste plastic. Doesn't want us to use utensils.
Like your logic, Andrew.
A certain day of the
Like
year.
your logic.
So we should use food.
I'm getting rid of logic because last time I had logic didn't work. So
Eat Meals with Your Hands Day.
sure, it's real.
I'll say real.
You're both wrong.
my
I made
gosh.
that one up.
I have not gotten a single one.
I made Eat Meals with Your Hands Day up. February 23rd is International Dog Biscuit Appreciation Day because dog biscuits go unappreciated.
They taste like cardboard.
I ate one on air from Family Dollar, or Dollar General.
Yeah.
International Dog Biscuit Appreciation Day. International Dog Biscuit Appreciation Day.
No.
I got suckered in this weekend flipping through channels. The National Dog Show was on, and you'd be surprised how many times they say during that thing.
Maybe I don't think I would be. I guess.
I mean, it's on like NBC. It's on. They're just spouting off. Anyway, I'm gonna say that it is not.
That's what I said.
You said no? Well, it is. It's International Dog
I'm
Biscuit
0 for 6.
I started out 2-0.
I seriously don't know whether to be more disappointed in myself or that these days actually exist.
We're going to scoot forward all the way to March now. The
Okay.
rest
Oh my
of these
God.
are all going to be in March or April.
All right.
This is the worst.
March 28th.
Oh.
March 28th is Sharpiana Mustache Day.
If this is real, it's awesome. And if you made this up, you're awesome.
March 28th is Sharpiana Mustache Day.
What? Okay. I want it to be real too. When is St. Patrick's Day? Is that around there? Is it something like you get drunk and?
17th.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it something like you get drunk and pass out from St. Patrick's Day and wake up with a
March
Sharpie?
28th.
It's a day after my birthday.
March 28th is
Oh.
Sharpiana Mustache.
I'm gonna say absolutely.
I'm going to say you had to have made this up.
I made it up.
Oh,
I got one right.
I made up Sharpiana Mustache Day.
Yes.
that was a good one on you. Nice job.
March 31st is just a simple one. It's just a very simple. It's Bunsen Burner Day.
Ooh, yes. I want that to
March
be real.
31st is Bunsen Burner Day.
In honor of Rod Bunsen. Yep.
It is Bunsen Burner Day.
I'm 2 in a row. I'm on a streak.
April 11th, you got your 411.
Yep.
Is 8-track tape day.
Huh. Interesting.
I'll say yeah.
I want to believe that's true.
8-track tape day is true.
Ah.
Nice. 3 in a row.
April 15th. April 15th
The Ides of April.
is National Leave Your Fly Down Day.
Cheaper than air conditioning.
Yep.
But it's in the spring.
April 15th.
No.
Ooh.
Tax day
It's also leave your fly down day.
is National Leave Your Fly
I'm
Down
going to
Day.
stick with no.
I'm gonna say no also.
Well, tax day is not National Leave Your Fly Down Day, but it should be.
totally redeemed myself and went 4 in a row at the end.
Did you?
I was 0 for whatever
Did
before
you guys
that.
enjoy that? We haven't done one of
did.
those in a while.
I enjoyed that quite a
I
bit.
got half of them right.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I was gonna do all 10 of these real, but I thought you guys might like figure it out by like 7 or 8. Like, okay, they're all real, and then just start guessing real every time.
I don't know. I think I
Because
still
I
have been
left
fooled.
some. I left some out that I was just like, what? So, but my
Since
favorite,
it's so easy to get in, we should try to get one of these.
a National Appreciation Day of
Just
some
of
sort.
something. We'll make it
Yeah.
up. I mean, some of these are absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I clicked through a couple of the links. Yeah, and I think you can kind of just name your own day.
Yeah. Let's come up with something that we all enjoy.
yeah, and submit it.
Yeah.
Where do you submit it?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a strange calendar, but yeah.
All right.
Anyway, thank you, snowplow drivers.
Yeah.
And thank you for letting us wear our sweatpants on January 21st.
Heck yeah.
All across the world.
And
So,
every day other than
sometimes when you read a headline, you're left wondering what the story is about.
Yes.
This is not that
No,
headline.
very descriptive.
Madison police lieutenant resigns. Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
part of the headline.
Okay.
After being caught on camera engaging in sexual activity.
Okay.
Okay, we're still reading the headline.
Yep.
In his department car.
Oh, okay.
Yep. In the Farm and Fleet parking lot.
Oh,
That's the whole
That's
story.
the whole story. You don't need to read the
Nope.
story. Let me
Nope.
read it all together.
Okay.
Madison police lieutenant resigns after being caught on camera engaging in sexual activity in department car in Farm and Fleet parking lot.
And I actually did go ahead after that headline and read the article, and
Yeah.
the article says Madison police lieutenant resigns after being caught on camera engaging in sexual activity in department car and Farm and Fleet parking lot.
That was the rest of the story.
It was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there any other tidbit that we want to pull out?
I think it's fun how it was recorded. Just a bystander came up and just filmed it on his phone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They just kept
I should
going.
have read the story.
And guess who found the video?
Who?
His wife.
I did. I found it.
You gotta be
No
kidding
way.
Yeah.
me.
Is it blurred out?
No. the audio's the best part, and I'm gonna have to really get my bleeping going.
Oh
But-
man, this is gonna be
play
sweet.
it?
Yeah.
And this is broad daylight. This happened. Everybody.
Is there a mic we can put on this, or should we not?
Well, I'll try to get the.
overlap it in or
I'll try
something?
to overlap the audio in.
Oh man, I'm excited for this. This is technically porn you searched here.
Well, hold up. But
No,
before,
you can't see much.
Before you play this, well, no, I guess let's just play it.
Okay.
Does he know
Police in here f***ing y'all. Look, he f***ing a prostitute. The police
So when does he realize he's
in
being?
here f***ing a prostitute. Oh, hell no.
When does he realize he's being?
This in here.
Right away.
Oh, so
F***ing
right
a
now he's trying to get his
prostitute. Look,
pants
got
on
his
in there.
pants down. Look at
gotta
this
see
shit. Boy, your ass would have locked me up for this shit. Boy, I'm finna call you in, cuz. You in here f***ing prostitutes?
How does he know she's a prostitute?
Oh, hell no.
I don't know.
That
I'm
doesn't
finna
look
call
like a
your
cop car.
ass
What is
in,
that?
boy.
It's undercover.
Oh,
I'm finna call your ass clean in.
how did he know it was a cop car?
Hell no.
And why is he doing it in the Farm and Fleet parking lot?
She keeps saying, "Hell no."
So that's the
Well,
video.
that's as good a spot of any, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Hiding in
my,
plain
my
sight.
guess is that he saw the cop at some point, maybe come out of Farm and Fleet, maybe saw the woman get out of some car, get into his car.
I wouldn't have recognized that. That was just like a older, like really older Ford Explorer.
That's why I'm guessing. That's why I'm guessing he saw the cop. Because I mean, once he got up to the car, you could see all of the equipment.
Oh,
You could see all the laptop.
Was he in
and-
his cop clothes or was he in undercover clothes?
I don't know.
He wasn't wearing any in the video,
Yeah.
so it's hard to
Well,
say.
hell, cuz
Yeah.
he got caught.
So there you go. There's proof that it happened.
Very good.
Yeah, well, that the campground owner who ignored the COVID protocol cites virus fear as reason for skipping court.
That's the funniest thing.
Isn't
Yeah.
this the same woman?
Well, yeah, we talked about
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
We talked about this because she did something else wild and got arrested for it. But earlier in the year, like when everybody was told to shut down for COVID, she did not.
didn't. Yeah.
Said,
Right.
screw that. This thing's a hoax. And when it was time to show up to court, she said, I can't because
Yeah.
of COVID.
It's too much of a danger. It's
Yeah.
threatening my life.
Yeah.
I think you got to play it however it's convenient for you. I mean, that's the human.
There's some humor in that irony there.
Yeah,
For sure.
I like it.
Yeah.
So that's another one where we referenced an old story. That's why you have to pay attention to all episodes.
She was the one who told the cops that she couldn't be arrested because she was
Helping out
yeah.
sex trafficking
Yeah,
ring.
yeah. That was her.
Yep. She's got a lot of good ones. She's engaged to Sovereignty Sovereign.
Yeah. Maybe we should look up her record for the next show.
I thought you did
No, that was the
Sovereignty Sovereign, but I thought we looked her up too.
No, it was the other guy that
We
had
cover
his,
a lot of criminals
had
on
his
this
tires
show.
blown out. And then
We should actually
bear
just-
sprayed. It was the bear spray
Oh,
guy.
it was that guy.
If we
that's
give
right.
up this podcast, want to shift gears, we should just do Wisconsin Crime Network.
Well, like
It's the
Florida
most
Man.
fun.
We
Yeah.
should just have the Wisconsin Man podcast.
Yeah.
Or Wisconsin Woman in this case.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna did we talk about the stock sale? I think we did. Didn't we,
We
talk
did.
about it?
When
We
it was-
mentioned it that
yeah.
it was that they were going to do it.
So you have an update on the stock sale. Give us the update, and then I found an article that I sent to myself last week. Yeah, hold
That's
on.
a great find. That's all I want to say right now.
I know.
Well, in 1 week, the Packers sold over 138,000 shares
Of
at
300,000 they wanted to sell, right?
I'm not sure what the total. Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. At $300 a piece, which netted them in 1 week $41 million.
Which
And we have an owner here in the basement now.
we do have an owner in the basement. Yeah, Eric.
Eric bought
Yep.
about a share.
He needed that. Well, there's an article written by somebody who I'm guessing is not from Wisconsin that I picked up, and here's how this title reads: Green Bay Packers, football's tackiest team, sell financially illiterate cheeseheads fake stock certificates. But honestly, I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
We are doing that,
Yeah,
but
that's
you can tell somebody is
Bitter.
very bitter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
guy is.
I read that article. I came across that article last week, and I was just like, this is a classic headline.
He's from Minnesota, if you could guess.
Financially
Is he really?
illiterate.
Oh, you looked him up?
Yeah. Well, no, he says so right in the beginning of the article.
Of course, he's jealous.
Literally, the first sentence is, "I was born and raised in Minnesota."
Yeah. Yeah.
He says, I basically loathe the Green Bay Packers. I'm very biased. I hate them. He just goes into how much he dislikes
Why are they
our
football's
quarterback.
tackiest team?
I don't know, because their only good player came from Green Bay and they're bitter about it.
Football's tackiest team.
Yep.
The second part is funny, though. Sells financially illiterate cheeseheads fake stock certificates. Should we bring up a financially illiterate fake cheesehead right now?
Eric? Do you want to come over and talk about your stock purchase? Oh my gosh, you're the worst.
We knew he'd say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we extended the invite.
Well, did you know that Eric now has the voting power of 0.000125%?
It's more than I thought.
How are they going to do that whole...
Throw your weight around, Eric.
How are they going to do that whole shareholder meeting thing they do in Lambeau Field when now they have like a 500,000...
Well, they have the funds to add on to the meeting room now. So.
Right. Right. Eric's going to be watching from the parking lot unless he gets there 3 days in advance.
Dude, you should just tailgate for the meeting. That'd actually be kind of cool.
People do.
Yeah. Huh. Neato.
You think Eric will go to the meeting? Throw his weight around?
No, he's shaking his head.
No?
No.
Yeah, he will.
I have a feeling like he
I
wants...
bet he'll vote. I think you can proxy vote for the GM and whoever they vote for. I think he'll proxy vote.
That he should do.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well take some advantage of your generosity.
Of your 0.00125%.
Yep. I think it's 3 zeros.
Really good.
Yeah.
Moving into this, I found this article this morning, and I sent it to you, and I'm glad you noticed. Rejected 2021 vanity plates from the Wisconsin DMV. There was only like a dozen that this article listed. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was a list of 184 rejected custom plates
I think
this
he
year.
has the list.
Well,
just
I
think did
really
the
tried to
math on
find the list, but I don't know how this guy found it because the DOT doesn't have it out yet. I found the list from last year.
Well,
okay.
That has some good ones.
Well, there was one of interest on this
go
year's
ahead.
list.
Go ahead.
Where there's one that stuck out. You guys didn't catch it?
There's a few that stuck
No,
out.
there's only one that sticks out in regard to the podcast. Motorboat.
I honestly didn't know what that was.
Motorboat is on there. Which is also a merit badge.
Yes, it is.
I get that now, but I didn't read that as that.
So I'm a little miffed that
Yeah.
the Wisconsin DMV, which you can earn a motorboating merit badge,
You can't get it.
but you can't get a motorboating license plate.
You know, some of these didn't seem that bad.
No, I didn't. I mean, motorboat. Like, I almost wonder if, like, some of these, I wonder if people put in good faith. Like motorboat.
Just like boating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But some of them, like this one is KGB USSR. That guy's
That's
got a
on
little.
that list.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Well, that one made sense.
or salty, I guess. Could be
Yeah,
either.
I think
the way
it's-
it's.
Yeah. I think it's
what
salty.
else is on there?
Well, the word police spelled with an S.
You know,
Yeah, there's a couple of police reference ones. You
this
must
one's
not be
kind
able
of
to
funny.
do that.
No.
WTF 2020.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that
like,
one I
that's
thought was
funny.
good too.
That's legitimate.
funny.
Yeah, that one was classic.
So I got some from the previous year that I can just list off because I thought they were interesting. There's
What do you got?
spelled various ways. There's pimpiner,
Pimpiner.
FU up,
Yeah,
Oh.
shocking.
broke AF,
I like that one.
I cut one.
Why would they not allow that? That's funny. That's funny.
That one made
Yeah.
me laugh the
That,
most.
like, there should be like there's nothing wrong. Like there's no bad language there. That's
I
just
cut
funny.
one.
Yeah, I cut one.
Cut
They-
one.
they didn't
And
like
what
that
if he's a butcher?
Yeah, I don't know.
As long as it's
Nutsack,
I like that one too.
spelled NUTCZAK. Nutsack.
Nutsack.
There's honky. You can't get honky.
Nutsack is a good one.
Yeah, I agree.
And
That's
the way
just
he
like
spelled it is even better.
That kind of
Somebody at
humor
the
is just-
DMV is paying attention.
Yeah, yeah. Because I would just
Nutsack,
if
like,
I
some
were
of those you must have to like
you
pass
could-
it around the office.
You
and
could
be like,
almost think that's a last name.
yeah,
The way it's spelled.
yeah.
like. Wouldn't you
Zach
almost
or-
have to get a committee together to be like, we can't allow
Yeah, because I would think at the
motorboating
DMV it would just be a lot of fine,
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
like. But somebody's taking their job serious.
Yep.
The poop, but with like 5 O's, POOOOP.
How many letters you get? 7?
You get 7. Yep. Yep. Diarrhea.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody FRT MILF. Fart milf.
Why How do people think of this stuff?
Or why? And like, why would you want to drive around with a license plate that says fart milf?
To get that reaction?
Because I would want to see who's driving, right? You'd like pull up next to him and be like, who is driving fart milf?
You can't get El Chapo. Can't do that one.
Why?
Drug lord. I don't know. Maybe people.
Drug lord.
A signal or something. You can't get butt.
If we could, Brian would have it.
And you can't get my effing car. So there's some good
That's
ones.
all you got out of the list of 180?
There's many.
You picked a couple good ones, though, so we don't want to ruin it by picking lessers.
Yep.
I can't believe
Are most of them profane? Is that what didn't make it through, or sex related?
Police related.
They're usually police related, or they're similar characters. So like B8, B8, 88, B8. So
it's hard to read.
A lot of them are like FU, or things that they like WTF. There's a lot of that kind
There
of stuff.
seem to be a lot of fart ones.
I cut one.
Yep. There you go.
All right.
And there's one that was the Führer.
Oh. Wow.
Go with the KGB kind of
Yeah,
theme.
interesting.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering, like, can you get in you fart? Did you fart? Who farted?
Who farted? Yeah.
Karen's here.
Karen's here.
Oh, Karen, did you fart? She laughed.
Karen.
So we're going to Rhinelander.
Did you submit I cut one?
Did you hear the license plates?
Trying out.
Yeah, some of those are good. We're going to Rhinelander, Wisconsin, because that's where they were doing the nuclear testing.
Ah, sure.
So I was wondering if that had a harmful impact on the food.
Oh.
Apparently it didn't.
Okay.
We're going to CT.
Nope.
Oh, I had one from CT's Deli, and I must have changed my mind. Cross Country Bar and Grill. This is a nice place. It's right near Andy's house.
It is,
Probably
yep.
the closest restaurant to Andy's house.
Indeed.
This was a 2-star review, so it wasn't all that horrible. And the Cross Country Bar and Grill has 4.6 out of 500 reviews. What happened, Karen?
Great food, but I clearly asked for vanilla creamer, and what do I get? Half and half. Very disappointed. Also, the Clay Matthews picture is crooked.
2 stars. Karen questioned me on whether this was real or not.
It's unbelievable.
And she didn't read the inflections quite right. And I don't want to throw her under the bus because she always does really well.
I thought she did good.
Well, the half and half was.
because
yes.
half and half is in all caps with an exclamation point.
Yeah.
half and half?
Yeah. And what do I get? Half and half!
I don't. To give a business 2 stars on simply not having vanilla creamer is just so out of line.
I didn't know that you could request vanilla creamer and have an
You
expectation.
can't.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not sure this is
It's not
real.
even a cafe. It's
And
a bar
then-
and grill.
I mean, why would you be that upset about those 2 little things that you felt the need to write a review about it and give them
Right.
2 stars when the first thing you write is great food?
right.
But then those 2 things, that creamer and that crooked
Yeah.
Clay
Do you know
Matthews
which
picture.
Clay Matthews picture? It's
Oh,
the
I
one
know
of him,
it. Yeah,
like,
I know
flexing
exactly.
in there.
No.
It's really long. It's
Yeah.
a really long photo of Clay Matthews doing his flex. And
Is it crooked?
I never noticed it to be crooked, but it very well could be.
Very well could be. Yeah.
My guess is they typically like screw all those photos to the wall in a bar, so I'd be surprised if it was crooked. But anyway,
She encompasses what it means to be a Karen.
Yup.
I think that was a good example.
Yup.
Yep.
So anyway, network TV program profiles female tree climbers from Holman.
Go ahead. You sound like you want to take that, Tim.
He took a breath.
Yep.
Just breathing. But
It's important.
so yeah, this story is there is a TV program. Does anyone CBS?
Yeah, it's on CBS.
It has a program called Mission Unstoppable, and they're profiling some women from the Holman area that take the world of arboriculture to a whole new level. It's basically climbing trees, right?
Yeah, and that's it.
Well, so this show's in its 3rd season, and it basically profiles women in STEM, science, technology, engineering,
okay.
and math. So now it's because in this industry, arboriculturist, or is it arboriculture? There's an I in there.
Arboriculture, I'm guessing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Arboriculture.
Yeah,
Fewer than
arboriculture.
10% of that study is women.
Okay.
So I think that was a way to kind of highlight that.
I was actually hoping this was going to be like a reality show, and they followed them around.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think so too.
well,
how do you think you pronounce their last name there? Lavangi? Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked this quote.
They didn't allow that on a license plate. I saw that on the list.
Well, her first name is Bear, so. Arboriculture is a profession, says Bear Levangie, who founded WTCW.
Bear, like B-E-A-R?
Yeah, like an animal.
Yep. And the
with her sister.
the
This
W-
is my favorite part. It's not a person with a pickup truck and a chainsaw who cuts trees. So he basically just called anyone who does cut trees like a logger for a living is not a real profession. She just totally just crapped right on them.
Well, she has a right.
I guess.
Her name is Bear.
So you said she founded the WTCW, which is the Women's Tree Climbing Workshop.
Oh,
Is there a photo?
There is. There they are.
doesn't look like a bear.
No, not what I would have expected.
No.
Very motherly looking.
Oh, bear's in the middle.
She's the most motherly looking one. Well, regardless, anyway.
Well, she climbs high trees and cuts off limbs.
And grabs beehives and honey.
So she's a bad mother.
Yep. She's Bad Bear. So Pennsylvania wants to have a Hershey Kiss as their official state candy, which makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yep.
Yes.
Hershey, Pennsylvania,
Yes.
home of Hershey's. And Andy posed the question this morning, what should Wisconsin's state candy be?
I thought about this.
I thought about it and I came up with one.
I didn't. I don't really have a good answer.
Well, let me go through a few different.
Suggestions?
Yeah. So first, there is the yearly candy things that say how much
We consume.
we consume and eat and sell
Yep.
and buy and whatever.
Sure.
I hope
Sure.
it has.
Well, no, last
love
year,
Pez.
and it all depends on where you get your information from. So
I like all the powdered fruity candies, your
Yeah, me
Sweet
too.
Tarts, your Pezzes,
Yeah, I
your
agree.
bottle caps.
Oh man, bottle caps, good old fashioned, just
I
a
know.
classic.
So if you, according to Instacart, our state's most popular candy is Twizzlers.
That's lame.
According to the Thrillist, our most popular is Twix.
I heard Butterfinger was one. Wasn't
According to CandyStore.com, our most popular is Butterfinger.
Yeah.
Second, Starburst, and third, Hot Tamales. So
I like Starburst.
it's really all over the board, I think, depending on where you get your information. So you could go that route, like which candy you like the best and which we eat the most of.
Okay.
But there's also some local candy companies.
Yep.
Yes.
You want to?
No,
Oh.
I know that there are some local candy companies.
Well, the most popular one I've heard around here is Sarugi's.
That's the one I was gonna
Sarugi's?
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarugi's
Is
and
it
Hughes are both.
Sarugi or G?
I thought it was Sarugi's.
I don't
Okay.
know, but we all know what it is.
Yeah. Yep. And-
Hughes is popular
Hughes
too.
and Oshkosh.
Yep.
I think that there's the Baraboo Candy Company. Have you ever seen the stuff that they do? The chocolate cow pies
yes.
and the Green Bay Puddles and the Utterfingers.
Oh,
They do a lot of Wisconsin cow themed.
clever.
They're famous for the cow pies.
Yeah, the cow
Sure.
pie
So-
I'm familiar with.
So I would say that could be the.
Along
Are-
the line of thinking, I was thinking
Okay.
it should just be fudge. Good old fashioned fudge.
Oh, I like
should be the
that.
Wisconsin
Yeah.
state candy. It's like in all the little candy shops. All the old little Polish ladies used to make it for Christmas and all the holidays.
Are you gonna get some arguments from Mackinac Island then? Not being in Wisconsin,
Did they already claim fudge?
Mackinac Island fudge is very well known.
Oh, I just thought fudge was a very Wisconsin thing too.
Yeah,
and,
it
And
is.
the
I
UP
agree.
is basically part of Wisconsin.
That's
In our
true.
in our Christmas get-togethers, we usually come home with a couple tubs of fudge from
Yes,
relatives.
It's a
Yeah.
given.
Oh, and it's good too.
It's a
don't you?
Peanut butter
given.
fudge is always a classic on
my
Christmas.
mother is my mother makes fudge for more than just Christmas holidays. But
Really?
that's why I got to thinking. I think just good old fashioned homemade fudge should be Wisconsin's candy.
I like that.
Is it
I
candy?
can get
I
up
like
with it,
that.
yeah. And I looked up is fudge a candy, and it's listed as a candy.
What about this is kind of offbeat, I guess, but what about cotton candy? Because we're so famous for circuses, and they kind of go hand in hand.
I love cotton candy.
Me
but
too.
I don't
Is
know if
that-
it's a Wisconsin thing?
I mean, it goes with like circus.
Wouldn't it be everywhere though?
Yeah.
But you're saying because we're the circus thing.
Yeah.
You're trying-
Yeah.
I think of that as more of a fair thing than a circus thing.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Really?
Is that fair?
know.
Is that fair?
assessment?
I think of circus. I think that's probably the first place I ever had it. That's why I think of that.
Well, what wasn't fair was some people got wiped out in a buggy by a guy in Taylor County, and they set his bond 6 figures.
Yeah, this is a sad story.
It is. I think we covered it.
No, this is a different one.
Yeah, see, these
this
things
has been
happen all the
happening too
time.
frequently. Yeah. So this is over between Medford and Owen and Withee over there, and $100,000 bond, and he's 35 years old and driving home intoxicated, crashed into a horse and buggy from behind, killed the mom, and injured 9 people. Most of them were kids.
jeez.
So
What time of day was it?
um,
Doesn't say.
it was at night. Well, and now it's dark at 4 o'clock anyway, so it was
Yeah.
dark. But
Well, let's move on.
yeah, we can move on. But
To a little bit brighter story.
'Kay.
Trial begins Monday for Eau Claire man charged with hiding a corpse.
Oh, sure.
There we
That'll
go.
lighten
Yeah.
anyone's
his
mood.
picture his picture is exactly
Oh, this isn't the corpse?
That's what I was gonna say. Are you sure this isn't the?
well, yeah, that's a good one because to me in my head though, like when I picture a man who would hide a corpse, that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
He probably didn't know they were dead because this dude's glasses are so freaking dirty. I don't think he can see
Oh, yeah.
through
It
them.
is
You
a
can barely
messed
see his
up
eyeballs.
photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did
Well-
he hide the corpse because he wanted to keep getting Social Security?
I think he hid the corpse because they died of a drug overdose and he was tweaking out.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it
Yeah.
was?
So he was dead for a month before they found the body. And
Oh.
the dude came over either to buy drugs or pay for drugs, something with drugs. And I'm guessing that, yeah, he OD'd while there.
yeah.
And it's like, oh, shoot, I got to hide this body now.
He was found to have died from a mixed drug toxicity and overdose. So
He's only in trouble for hiding the corpse and not calling 911 or anything
Oh, I'm
else.
sure there's probably more.
yeah, because that's a charge, I would assume.
Well, he's on
Not
trial
doing any,
for 3 felonies: hiding a corpse, which maintaining a drug trafficking place, and delivery of narcotics.
I could never imagine a scenario where I would hide.
Isn't
a
that just
corpse.
straight out of TV? Something
Yeah.
like.
Like if no matter what
disgusting.
happened, I wouldn't think, oh, I can just cover this up. I just can't.
What if your
imagine.
life was a drug dealer and you ran a drug trafficking place?
See, I can't.
then
I
you
can't get
move the
myself in that-
body and you call it in.
Yeah, I can't get
You
myself.
get it out
into
of the drug
I
house.
just drag it out. I don't know what happened. I just found this guy.
Right. You walk down and throw him in an alley and say, hey, I just found this dude here. Or let someone else call him in. I mean, I don't understand.
As you're dragging it out in the street. I don't know, because I can't get myself in any of that scenario.
Yeah.
Like, I
At
can't
least
get
you
myself
try
to be
something.
that wasted, that up to, jeez.
Right.
So he's going on trial. He started trial yesterday. So
Well, good luck to him. What is the process for approving dress-up days at high schools?
That's a good question.
Does it go through like the AD? Does it go through the principal? Does it go through nobody? Does it go through some
I'm
faculty
guessing
person?
the student council figures it out, and they have to get it approved by this. There's an advisor,
student
council advisor,
right, which is typically a teacher.
and I'm sure they just sign off on it. And if there's anything they feel is suspect, they probably have to take it to the principal. I don't know if the principal would have to override the.
What do you think the process is at Janesville Parker? Different?
Apparently a little more laxed.
Yeah.
Well, did you? Okay, so first of all, did you see what the dress up day was?
I saw this article in it was written differently a couple days ago.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They dressed up like gang members.
Correct.
It was
Okay.
gangster. Yeah.
But they dressed up against an opposing team.
That.
So this is like for a girls' basketball game. Like the student section dressed up as a theme to attend the game. Correct.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
like a homecoming dress-up day.
No,
It was.
but wasn't there some question about like because they were playing a certain team and they were
Well, it
is
says
that not right?
It does say that the Parker students showed up dressed in outfits mocking. See, there's a lot of lines drawn here. So it's Gangster Day. And
Right
they
on.
said that they dressed up in outfits mocking black culture. So that's a line drawn to that. And then they say, well, because that's a problem, they meant to make fun of Beloit's diverse community. So there were some lines drawn where they're dressing up in
Well,
baggy
just-
clothes, and that's offensive to blacks. And there's blacks in Beloit, and we're playing Beloit, so that's offensive.
To
and
get the race thing completely out of it, like why would you have a gangster dress up
Yeah,
day
I don't
anyway?
know.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know.
Would you have like do you have homicidal maniac dress up day? Do you have
It's Halloween.
I'm a drunk dress
Right?
up
Why
day?
are you supporting criminals? in
Yeah,
this?
like
Yeah,
why,
Yeah.
why are you
support
like?
gang activity?
So-
Gang activity. There's no positive
Right.
connotation to gang activity.
Correct.
So, therefore, to draw that line seems reasonable. Then, yeah, when you
Just draw the line right off the bat.
no, but to draw the line to we're trying to offend Beloit by dressing up like this.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know.
you can-
That was the
you
original
can-
story I saw.
And I'm saying you could draw that conclusion based on why else would you have that dress up day? Like why else?
I'm
why else
not
would
even
you do
drawing
that?
that conclusion. I'm just saying why have that dress up day.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just saying like how did it even get that far?
Apparently, it kind of sounds like the staff members and they tried to kind of shut it down. They said this isn't a good idea, but the students did it anyway.
Oh, so I didn't hear. See, I gathered that it wasn't like you said a homecoming dress up day. That it was like, and our kids do it at our school too, where they get a group text going and say, wear fluorescent or wear dress up as this at Cowboy Day. Like
They get a group text going that says like, go rob Best Buy.
Yeah. Yep.
Because
show up to game in ski mask.
It says Janesville Parker High School officials said students who usually choose a dress-up theme for games as a way to encourage spirit, participation, and camaraderie.
Which they do here.
So the officials realized the theme was inappropriate, but some students still dressed up in that theme. So it sounds like they kind of tried to say, don't do that.
In this day and age, it's probably very easy to just do that stuff without any type of school approval at all.
Well, sure, it's a game after hour. You go home, you change, you come back.
Yep.
Yeah, have you guys seen on the news that like just that run on? It's turning into a national epidemic of like organized raids on just going in and 15, 20 people wiping out jewelry stores and electronics stores.
Come on.
I have not seen that.
Oh, that's why I just made that Best Buy.
Oh.
So it was a thing over the last few weeks where
in our state or around
I know there was one in Minnesota, I think, in a Best Buy, and there might have been a couple in Wisconsin too. I guess I'm not sure.
So they just bull rush it and
so like 15, 20, 25 people all somehow collectively decide we're going to go rob this jewelry store. And they literally smash through the windows with hammers and everything and like overtake the entire store and just grab all they can and leave. So it's like a minute long, and then they all scatter different directions.
I have so many things I want to say but won't about that. I just hate people.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well, and now because it's getting national attention, it's like there's been like a half dozen of them in the last week. It started at like a Best Buy, I want to say somewhere in the Midwest. I might be wrong. But yeah, these people just came into a Best Buy and just like wiped out the electronics department in a matter of minutes. And then now it's going into jewelry stores. Like there's some little jewelry store owner who was on the news last night. They took like, it was either $250,000 or $500,000 of inventory in a matter of minutes.
I also feel like if you get a group of 20, 30 people together to pull off a crime, you're far more likely to get busted. Somebody in that group.
But I don't think the people even, I would wager, I wonder if the ultimate way to pull this off is you don't know each other. So say there's a private Facebook group.
I was going to say it's probably a private forum where no one's...
Private Facebook group called Wisconsin Heists.
You couldn't do it on Facebook because there are profiles attached to it. But
I understand. Okay, I'm just
the
saying,
dark web.
There's wherever this group is like, okay,
But
9
Eric could find it.
9 a.m. Tuesday, Best Buy, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, I don't know who's going to show up.
What if it's just you? Do you still go through? Do you still go through that? Well, I committed to this. I'm going.
Then you strap that mask and you give her all you got, buddy.
But in all honesty, like, so you couldn't throw anyone else under the bus,
right?
Because you don't know who else is showing up. This would be the perfect robbery. This should be should be something you write for TV.
It's a movie, yeah.
Because this would be the perfect robbery because you don't know each other.
Well, there is a movie. I believe it's a Hitchcock movie called Strangers on a Train. Have you ever seen that? Where two people meet on a train, and they get to talking, and they decide to do each other's murders.
No.
So there's really no connection.
Yeah.
Other than they met on a train once.
Zero connection.
Yeah. So, but that kind of premise.
Anyway,
that's really messed up.
Yeah. Just be nice.
Exactly.
Be kind. Rewind.
You know, and now that this is getting
right.
Kind rewind, you dummy. Now that this is getting national news, it's not going to slow it down. That's what sucks.
No.
And now that I just told people how to do it without knowing each other, that should help too.
Yep.
Right.
If the Green Bay Best Buy goes down,
well,
come find
right. And if it's a small group, maybe only 10 people, know it's from us because those are our listeners.
To Andy's point, if only one person shows up, they'll know it's
you,
Cheezehole listener. Yeah. Well, most of those people who rushed that Best Buy were all wearing these mouthpieces. I noticed.
Did you?
Yeah. And
why?
It's because they help for concussions, and it turns out the Wisconsin football team's wearing them as well.
That makes sense that they would wear those in case they had to headbutt their way through the glass door or something.
Or in case they get whacked with a baton.
Yeah.
That would be also interesting, too. Meet in the Green Bay Best Buy parking lot, wear a football uniform. And so it's like an entire football team raids the store, takes stuff, and then leaves as a football
team. It should all
team.
be costume-oriented.
Yes.
Dude, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
We're good criminals.
Yeah, so it looks, and it could all be Packers, too, or it looks just like...
I dress up like a local high school team so they think it's just them.
Oh, maybe. The rival.
So
exactly.
The
homecoming
Wisconsin
week.
football team has a mouth guard that prevents concussions, reportedly.
What's the? I didn't read
These
all the
are
way
pretty
through
cool.
it.
Basically, it's a mouth guard that has like a sensor in it. So what it's doing is
Really?
it's like reading and trying to get accurate measurements on when people take hits in their head and neck motions and what happens when they get hit in certain angles in certain ways while they're playing.
So it's more of a data-driven thing than an injury prevention thing?
Yep. It's trying to study the way that their head and neck are moving.
Interesting.
The University of Wisconsin partnered with the NFL for this research study that uses mouth guards to track head and neck movements during games. It's super interesting.
Do you think it inhibits play because the Badgers aren't having a very good season?
Womp, womp, womp. Yeah, they had a chance to go to the Big Ten title game and
they
blew it.
They would have gotten their stomped. I didn't think Michigan was all that, and then Michigan whooped Ohio State.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Michigan's all that. Well, I would have been fine going to the title game and getting whooped.
Really?
I would rather have that than getting beat by the Gophers.
I concur.
Gophers.
I don't like getting whooped
Gopher.
by anyone or anything.
Now, do you have a relative that works for the University of Wisconsin concussion?
I do, and so when that story came through,
cool.
I'll have to ask her if she's got any part of that.
See if you can get us a mouth guard.
It's my wife's sister, so
we'll
my
try it out.
sister-in-law.
We'll give it to Eric and run his head into things.
Well, it's amazing what they do now. Like, so I had to do a sleep study the past 2 nights. What, Eric's gonna run into things?
I want to give Eric one of these.
Picturing like slamming his head in the door.
Yeah.
Well, he should just put it in all the time because he gets a lot of snow. If he fell, we would know what happened. And he's got those stairs that he has trouble with sometimes. We would know if he fell on the stairs.
Eric's real scrappy. He wants to fight all the time, and I feel like if he had a helmet and a mouth guard, he'd take every chance.
Down.
He'd throw down every chance he got.
He'd throw down a lot more often.
Although it's usually just me he wants to fight with.
No, I don't think so. I think he wants to fight pretty much anybody.
Yeah, so see if you can get us a mouth guard to try out.
Okay.
Sure, they're cheap.
I'll work on that. Okay. All right. Well,
It was a busy episode. This is a good one.
yeah, we had a lot going on.
Yeah.
So with that, we say,
Good
Hey,
afternoon.
so one more time. If you're listening, you better like it. You better share it. You better tell your friends. You better comment.
This is
500
for real
times
this time.
because
I am going to pull the
Jeff
plug on this.
Jeff is on a countdown.
Well, it takes a lot of Andrew's time,
It
and I
does.
feel bad about that. And it's because we put out a good product, and if nobody's listening to it, then we're just entertaining ourselves, which is entertainment. But then we don't have to record it and spend all that time.
We can do this anyway.
So if there are not comments by every human who listens to this episode in somewhere on Facebook, on YouTube, Eric's making a comment right now, I guarantee you, and it's
hope he is.
not a good one. And if anywhere,
thing sucks.
anywhere it's possible to leave a comment about the Cheezehole, you better do it or we're done. I'm done.
Anything. It can be suggestions. It can be links to articles.
You know
what Wisconsin
what it is?
candy you want.
You know what pisses me off on Facebook?
What's that?
It's those posts where it's like, if you don't share this, you're going to burn in
Yes.
hell. Or if you don't share
Yes.
this, you're going to end up with leukemia. Or if you don't share this, okay?
Oh, here's a funny one. You know those posts going down Cheezehole? You know those posts where it says, it's a copy and pasted thing. It's like,
Yes.
Facebook does not have my permission.
Yes! Yes!
Guess who posted one of those the other day?
Eric?
Karen.
That is so not surprising. No. You know it's not. Yeah, like that whole thing or that one where you posted, it's like, oh my God, the new Facebook world opened up because I was blocking all my friends. Okay, so those are the things, like, people will post that crap, but they can't take 2 seconds to say,
Right.
And then there's those ones that say, and by now most of you have stopped reading, and now I know,
Yes.
if you don't comment at the end, Dawn,
Yeah.
then you will die a horrible death tomorrow because the snowplow drivers didn't move the snow. And
If you
will
can read
crash
this
in the
backwards
ditch.
word, you are 1 in 600 billion and the smartest human that's ever walked.
So, damn it!
Yeah.
If you don't comment somewhere, Dawn did it.
Yeah. If we don't rank above that crap.
Yeah. If we are worse than that shit, then we don't deserve to keep doing this podcast.
Amen.
So leave a comment somewhere. Anything. A period, an exclamation point. Dawn did it. Go f*** yourselves. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
And good night.